Odin. Odin is the All-Father, the one-eyed king of the Norse gods. He rules the shining realm of Asgard from a high golden throne. From that seat, he can look out across all 9 worlds at once. He gave up one of his eyes, dropping it into a deep well, just for a single drink of wisdom. 2 ravens ride his shoulders and fly out across the whole world each morning. Every evening they return to whisper everything they saw into his ear. He rides an 8-legged horse named Sleipnir, the fastest steed in all the realms. In his hand is the spear Gungnir, which never misses whatever he throws it at. To learn the secret of the runes, he hung himself from the great world tree for 9 nights. He often wanders the human world as an old traveler in a gray cloak and a wide, drooping hat. Warriors who die bravely in battle are carried up to his hall, Valhalla. There they feast and fight every single day, waiting for the final war. 2 wolves sit at his feet, and he gives them all of his food. Yet even the all-knowing All-Father cannot escape his fate, to be swallowed whole by a giant wolf. Thor. Thor is the god of thunder and the strongest of all the gods. He is the son of Odin and the fierce protector of both gods and humans. In his fist is Mjolnir, a short-handled hammer that always flies back to him when thrown. It was forged deep underground by 2 clever dwarf brothers. He rides a chariot pulled across the sky by 2 enormous goats. The rumble of thunder is the sound of his wheels rolling over the clouds. When he is hungry, he can eat the goats, then bring them back to life from their bones. A magic belt around his waist doubles his already crushing strength. He spends much of his time in the east, smashing the giants who threaten the world. Once he went fishing and hooked the enormous serpent that circles the entire earth. With his flaming red beard, he was the favorite god of farmers and common people. At the end of the world, he will finally kill that great serpent, but he will only manage 9 steps before its venom drags him down. Loki. Loki is the trickster, a shapeshifter who is part god and part giant. He can turn himself into a salmon, a fly, a seal, or even an old woman. He is Odin's blood brother, welcomed among the gods despite all his mischief. With a giantess he fathered 3 monsters, a giant wolf, a world serpent, and the pale queen of the dead. Once, in the shape of a mare, he even gave birth to Odin's 8-legged horse. As a cruel joke, he sheared off the golden hair of Thor's wife while she slept. To make up for it, he tricked the dwarves into forging the gods their greatest treasures. But his cruelest trick of all was arranging the death of the beloved god Baldr. For that, the furious gods finally chained him deep beneath the earth. A serpent was fixed above him, dripping burning venom down onto his face. His loyal wife catches the venom in a bowl but must sometimes turn to empty it. When the drops fall, he writhes so hard that the whole world shakes with earthquakes. At the end of days, he will break free and lead the armies of the dead against the gods. Freyja. Freyja is the goddess of love and beauty, but also of war and death. She belongs to the Vanir, an older family of gods tied to nature and wealth. She rides through the sky in a chariot pulled by 2 large cats. Around her neck rests Brisingamen, the most beautiful golden necklace ever made. She owns a cloak of falcon feathers that lets whoever wears it fly. She was the one who taught the other gods their oldest and strongest magic. Half of all the warriors who fall in battle come to her meadow hall. She chooses them first, and only then does Odin take the rest. Her husband often wanders far from home, and she weeps tears of red gold for him. The giants are forever scheming to carry her off and force her into marriage. Again and again, the other gods must scramble to keep her from being stolen. She is the most desired figure in all of the 9 worlds. Heimdall. Heimdall is the ever-watchful guardian of the gods. He stands at the edge of Asgard, guarding the rainbow bridge that leads up to it. His eyes are so sharp he can see for hundreds of miles, by day or by night. His ears are so keen he can hear the wool growing on a sheep's back. He can even hear the grass slowly pushing up out of the ground. He needs less sleep than a bird, so he almost never truly rests. He was born from 9 mothers, said to be 9 sisters of the churning sea. When he smiles, you can see that his teeth are made of pure gold. Across his shoulder hangs the Gjallarhorn, a horn that can be heard through every world. One day he will raise it to his lips and blow, warning that the final battle has come. In that last war, he and the trickster Loki are fated to strike each other down. Tyr. Tyr is the fearless god of war, law, and sacred oaths. You will notice something missing about him. He has only one hand. The gods once needed to chain the monstrous wolf Fenrir, who grew larger every day. They brought a ribbon, thin as silk yet stronger than any iron chain. The clever wolf refused to be bound unless a god placed a hand in his jaws as a promise. Only brave Tyr was willing to do it. When the wolf realized he was truly trapped, he bit the hand clean off. Tyr lost his hand, but the beast stayed bound until the end of the world. He is the god that warriors called upon when they wanted victory in battle. The day we still call Tuesday carries his ancient name. At the final battle, he goes down fighting a monstrous hound of the underworld. Baldr. Baldr is the shining god of light, joy, and pure goodness. He is so radiant that light seems to pour out of him wherever he stands. He is the beloved son of Odin and the queen of the gods, Frigg. One day, he began having dark dreams that warned of his own death. To protect him, his mother made everything in the world swear never to harm him. Fire, water, iron, stone, and every beast all took the oath. The gods turned it into a game, hurling rocks and spears that simply bounced off him. But Frigg had skipped one tiny plant, the mistletoe, thinking it far too small to matter. Loki carved a dart from that mistletoe and slipped it to Baldr's blind brother. Guided by the trickster's hand, the blind god threw it, and Baldr fell dead. The grieving gods laid him on his great ship and set it ablaze, the saddest funeral of all. Only after the whole world ends and is reborn will the shining god return. Frigg. Frigg is the queen of Asgard and the highest of all the goddesses. She is Odin's wife and the mother of shining Baldr. She is the goddess of marriage, motherhood, and the home. She is the only one besides Odin allowed to sit upon his all-seeing throne. From there, she too can look out across every one of the 9 worlds. She knows the fate of everyone alive, yet she never speaks a word of it. In her quiet hall, she sits and spins the very clouds at her wheel. It was Frigg who gathered every oath to keep her son Baldr safe, and it was her single overlooked plant that let him die. Her handmaidens carry her messages in secret across the worlds. The day we still call Friday carries her ancient name. Hel. Hel is the grim goddess who rules over the cold land of the dead. She is a daughter of the trickster Loki. Odin cast her down into the dark, misty world far below. There she rules over everyone who dies of sickness or old age, rather than in battle. Half of her body is that of a living woman. The other half is a dark and lifeless corpse. In her bleak hall, her plate is named Hunger, and her knife is named Famine. She is greedy, and never lets go of anyone who passes through her gates. When the gods begged her to release Baldr, she set an impossible price. Everyone in all the worlds would have to weep for him, and one refused. At the end of days, her pale army sails to war on a ship built from dead men's nails. Freyr. Freyr is the god of sunshine, gentle rain, and rich harvests. He is Freyja's brother, and like her, one of the nature gods. People prayed to him for peace, prosperity, and healthy crops. He owns a golden boar that glows in the dark and runs across sky and sea. He also owns a magic ship that always finds a fair wind. It can carry all the gods, yet folds up small enough to tuck into a pouch. He rules over Alfheim, the bright world of the elves. He once fell deeply in love with a giantess he glimpsed from far away. To win her, he gave away his greatest treasure, a sword that fights on its own. Because of that, he has no blade left for the final battle. When the world burns, he will face a towering fire giant armed with nothing but a stag's antler. Njord. Njord is the god of the sea, the wind, and the wealth they bring. He is the father of both Freyr and Freyja. He lives in a harbor hall right at the water's edge. Sailors and fishermen prayed to him to calm the waves and fill their nets. He can still a raging storm and quiet the sea whenever he wishes. He was so wealthy that people would call a rich man rich as Njord. He came to live among the gods as a peace hostage after a great war between them. He married the giantess Skadi, but their 2 homes could not have been more different. He longed for his sunny shore, while she longed for her cold mountains. Neither could bear the other's home, and so in the end, they lived apart. Skadi. Skadi is the giantess goddess of winter, mountains, and the hunt. She straps on skis and glides across the snowy peaks with her bow. She first came to Asgard not in peace, but hungry for revenge. The gods had killed her father, and she marched in fully armed. To make peace, they let her choose a husband, but only by looking at their feet. She picked the finest pair, certain they belonged to the beautiful Baldr. Instead, those feet belonged to old Njord of the sea. She also demanded that the gods make her laugh, which seemed impossible. So Loki tied his beard to a goat, and the two shrieked and tugged until she finally burst out laughing. But a goddess of the frozen peaks could never be happy down by the sea. Idunn. Idunn is the gentle goddess who keeps the gods forever young. She guards a small basket of shining golden apples. Whenever the gods feel age creeping in, they eat one and grow young again. Without her apples, even the mightiest gods would slowly wither. One day, a giant in eagle form forced Loki to lure her out of Asgard. She was snatched away, and her golden apples with her. At once, the gods began to age, their hair turning gray and their skin wrinkling. Stiff and frightened, they realized only Loki could undo what he had done. He borrowed Freyja's falcon cloak and flew to the giant's distant home. He turned Idunn into a nut, gripped her in his claws, and raced back home. She is the wife of Bragi, the god of poetry. Bragi. Bragi is the god of poetry and beautiful speech. He has a long, flowing beard, and runes are said to be carved upon his very tongue. He is the finest poet in all of the 9 worlds. In Valhalla, it is Bragi who greets the fallen heroes with songs of their deeds. The Norse treasured poetry, and a truly eloquent person was said to share his gift. He turns the brave deeds of heroes into songs that outlive them by centuries. He is the husband of Idunn, the keeper of the golden apples. Where he speaks, even the roughest warriors fall silent to listen. Ullr. Ullr is the god of archery, skiing, and the winter hunt. He is the stepson of mighty Thor. He glides across the deep snow and draws a bow better than anyone alive. He lives among the yew trees, whose wood makes the finest bows of all. Warriors called on him before facing an enemy in single combat. He was once so important that people swore their most solemn oaths upon his ring. In the frozen north, he was once honored almost as widely as Odin himself. He is a very old god, and sadly, most of his stories have been lost to time. Vidar. Vidar is the silent god, the quiet son of Odin. He is the strongest of all the gods except for Thor himself. He almost never speaks, keeping to himself in a wild, overgrown land. He wears one strange and enormous shoe. It is built from every scrap of leather that cobblers have ever trimmed and thrown away. He saves that shoe for a single terrible purpose. At the end of the world, the great wolf Fenrir swallows Odin whole. Silent Vidar steps forward to avenge his father. He plants that mighty shoe on the wolf's lower jaw, grips the upper, and tears the beast apart. And when the old world has burned away, he is one of the few gods left to build the new one.